OK Sport. All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward.
And putting some power behind his drive. Holmgren managing to get there for an easy slam.
Fires from deep. Booker can't get it to go. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Booker can't get it to go. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. EA?
Thanks for that, Allie. So it's Oklahoma City now, coming off a Suns make. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Puts up a deep 3, and it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Of all the things that Durant is great at, that pull-up shot is up there. It's devastating if you're a defender.
Drills it from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Booker can't get it to go. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richards.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they're willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Booker. Beal outside. Back to Booker. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Durant with a screen on Dort. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Now here's Booker. Puts the move on. And that's 2 points on the layup.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Knocks down the long J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Booker's shot is good.
He doesn't shoot from the corner 3 often, but Booker looks fearless sending that one up.
From deep. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Suns trail by 5. Outside Durant. Driving in. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Williams up top. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive board. 1:19 left in the first quarter here. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. For Phoenix, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Holmgren against Booker. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Beal. Here's Dort on the take. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game. Here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant with the big finish.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen and rolls like it's nothing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Counted from distance. He's got 11.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now Booker. Screen by Durant. From the arc. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
What a performance. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Booker. Durant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Back to Durant. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. He drops it from range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter. Durant with a screen on Dort. The kick to Durant. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Richards. Banked it in off the glass. Richards has gotten his first basket of the night.
The pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Beal. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Misses the 3. And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Three-pointer, O'Neal sinks it from distance. O'Neal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Richards pulls it in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time.
Oh, sensational!
Yes.
What a dunk!
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on Booker. Will it go? And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Suns lead by 3. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Ooh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block, defending with purpose.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Team foul. At the line,
The first one falls.
Nick Winters. 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Beal. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Booker against Dort. And Booker with the jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Williams misses. The Suns lead by 6. And here's Durant. 16 points for him. The 3-ball. And so it's Phoenix with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
To the center court and get ready for the man half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Carlson in at the 5, down low. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So Oklahoma City ends up going with a new group. Now here's Allen. 3-pointer. Drains the triple. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the basket by Joe.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's a screen by Bull. Allen drives. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Caruso. Pass to Joe. Launches a 3. And another 3 from Oklahoma City.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Here's Joe. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Caruso outside. Over Jones. The Suns clear it.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Allen outside. And stolen by Williams. And here's Caruso outside. Jones grabs the board. Phoenix leading by 10. And finished off by Bull.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Caruso. Yet to see a basket. Williams a screen on Jones. And here's Caruso outside. Rebounded by Dunn. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Jones from outside. He buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 15.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Allen, the pass to Bowl. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Out to the wing. Back to Caruso. Pass to Wallace to stop the run. Oh, drew the foul. And they want a second opinion on that call.
First team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Wallace.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
So it's the Thunder now, following the score by Phoenix. Joe knocks down the long J. Joe's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're behind right now, but you can't pin the blame on this guy. Nope, he's got to get some more help from somebody on his team. Help him. Help that man.
Now here's Allen. He's got 5. Second chance effort. Bowl, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And here's Caruso outside. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Now here's Allen, covered by Joe. Allen, the pass to Bowl. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bowl's got 8.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And here's Caruso outside. Sinks the tray.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Durant. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Outside, Williams. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. And so it's the Phoenix Suns now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. We hear teams talk about wanting to... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thunder trail by 12. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Royce O'Neal is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Richards in at center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. From behind the arc. Second chance shot. Richards, the pass to Booker. And it's off from three-point range. And for the Thunder, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Phoenix leading by 12. Here's Durant. Durant puts some moves on. And Durant with the big finish.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on Booker. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the break. The three is up. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Oh, Booker with a block. And they get it back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates. Okay, now it's not talked about often, but he does have a strong vertical. Booker showing us how high he can get.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
Durant with a screen on Dort. Pass to Richards. Durant against Holmgren. Durant inside. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams.
First team foul.
That's his third foul so far. Here's Booker. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Durant. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his fourth rebound in this one. Dort, the pass to Williams. Back to Dort. And here's Holmgren. Now Dort. Booker defending. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Second personal
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The three, Durant on target from range. Durant's got 12 points in just the second half.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Wing shot on the way. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 points in the game. Booker on the take. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. And he drains the quick shot.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Kevin Durant.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Screen by O'Neal. Durant, no good. The Thunder shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Knocks it loose. So it's Phoenix now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Beal outside. Goes back up. For three, Booker. Out to Beal. Lets the three fly. Pure from three-point range.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most... Allie, thank you as always.
76.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Rick...
NBA. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward. And for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
With 3, Booker, rebound Milwaukee. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The shot misses. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Lillard with it. Drives to the hoop. Second chance shot. And it's good for 2.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Durant with a screen on Jackson. Booker outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Shoots over Beal. And it's Lillard missing. Lillard's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. With 3, Booker. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it the fast break chance. Here's Lillard. The 19-footer is on the money.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Booker against Jackson. Pass to Richards. Outside, Beal. Connects from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard scanning the floor. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Finishing in traffic, it's something you want your point guard to be able to do, and Damian Lillard can do that.
Up top, Richard. Outside, Durant. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark. Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6. 1:39 left to play here in the first. And stolen by Booker. Latrey. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson passes to Giannis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Talking about Damian Lillard, Coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. We're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. The drive by Booker. Here's Richards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Giannis no good. Jackson against KD. Rebound Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Prince wide open. Gets an open look and hits.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. KD sets the pick for Booker. He knocks it down, but wait a minute.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay?
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Suns lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, it's the kind of thing that happens.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked 1st in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Lillard. Sweet little floater. Lillard's got 11.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
KD a screen on Jackson. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
How about the reach from Giannis that time? He does not make any shot easy.
The shot by KD. No good. Bucket is good. He's got 13.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Booker against Jackson. Now Booker, he has 6. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Shot clock at 2. Durant, and Hits that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. The three. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Beal. Driving the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 5-point Suns lead. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shot. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
The play will be reviewed under individual.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So, highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo! My goodness!
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Looking back at Damian Lillard's time in Portland, what an incredible 11-year run. I mean, Brent, he was the team.
Yeah, unbelievable, all-time great for the Portland Trailblazers. All-NBA 7 times, Kevin, the Blazers record. And no doubt one of the most beloved players that's ever put on it. Uniform in the great Pacific Northwest, but I know for Damian Lillard how competitive he is. He doesn't want to just rely on what it is he accomplished there. There's more to be done, and he wants to win at the highest level, and that's what he's looking to do. You know, it's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level, that's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
Stolen by Jackson, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. Giannis rips it down.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Booker looking around. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And finished off by KD.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. To the paint, stolen by Durant. And here they come. Pulls up. Here's Richards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Richards.
2 shots.
And Richards drops them both. Booker against Lillard. Yep, that one goes. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy cane.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Grayson Allen is out there with Jones. Then there's Bull. Then there's Dunn. And it's Plumlee in at the 5, down low. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Trent. And so Allen will bring it up for Phoenix. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Here's Connaughton. Finished off the break. Connaughton's got his first points of the night.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Bull, a screen on Trent. Nobody near Allen. And the 3 off target. Bucks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, and Portis needs to be pushed away from the rim. That's too easy.
It's Allen with the drive. It's rebounded by Portis.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Portis sets the pick for Trent. Outside Portis. Drills the three-pointer. Portis has got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
And Portis attacking with some confidence. That's in his range.
Allen for 3. Again, Allen missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Sims. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Bull, a screen on Trent. In the corner, it's Plumlee. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Plumlee's got his first 3 points of the game.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
There's the pick. Trent with the wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Suns trail by 3. Allen outside. Launches it from deep. Sims with the rebound, and it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Kuzma. A special move before the shot.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Bull, a screen on Trent. Inside. And it's Bull slamming it down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Trent. Pass to Sims. And no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Allen outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here's Connaughton. And Bull sends it back. And he gets it back. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Bowles setting the pick for Allen. Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Allen against Trent. Portis' screen on Allen. On deep, Trent. Rebound by the Suns. For the lead. Allen with another miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Count it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Screen by Bowles. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Bucks up. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here's Giannis. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the 3. Lillard again missing. Suns trail by 3. Outside Durant deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Trains the three-pointer. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bucks?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
No good from Durant. Bucks leading by 8. Lillard up top, guarded by KD. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
Lillard against Booker. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered closely. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Giannis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. Now, here's Durant. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Giannis kicks to Lopez. Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Prince. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jackson against Booker. There's a good screen. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Milwaukee foul. Brook Lopez. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Bucks leading by 7. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Prince. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 7 points for Taurean Prince.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and sending him the ball.
Booker with no one around. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul.
Royce O'Neal.
That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard driving inside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Booker with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Lopez with the steal. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 8. Durant for 3. Prince grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Jackson dishes to Lopez. Lillard outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. The kick out to Lopez. No good from outside. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. There's Beal with the 3. No good that time. Lillard outside. And the Bucks miss again. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But hey, never say never.
Pass to Lopez. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting. All right, David, thank you.
We hope to see you.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.
tuning in to K-Sport and the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets a 3.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Williams against Prince. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
There's Jackson with the 3. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Hartenstein with a screen on Prince. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the bucket by the Thunder. Lopez in the post. He's against Hartenstein. Off with the layup. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside, Williams. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 now.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. Love seeing these type of results.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Dort. Here's Lillard. From the top of the key, he buries it. Lillard's got his second basket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Hartenstein, no good. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. The 3 is up. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now, here's Williams. He's got 5. Gilgeous-Alexander. Prince grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to win the run. Nails it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Outside, inside, in between, doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Dort, the pass to Williams. There's a screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jackson. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Williams.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Lillard can't get it to go.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 8 points in the quarter, showing how... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dort. To the left side wing. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Off target from 3-point range. Milwaukee in the lead. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
It takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Tipped away. Jackson outside. Shoots. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
Giannis's teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. Here's the pick. The Thunder with another miss. The Bucks leading by 5. The 3 from Prince. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Pass to Lopez. Here's Prince. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving. An open look on the jump shot there.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Williams misses.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Misses off the left iron.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Back to Prince. Down low. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Putting that Stanton to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jackson. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds now. And he lobs it up top. Lopez can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Third personal foul.
Free throw good, Lillard.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Williams a screen on Jackson. He shoots it. Williams misses. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
They've got Isaiah Joe. Henrik Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Joe misses. Trent outside. Puts up a 3. Counted from distance. Trent's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Caruso, a screen on Trent. This one for 3. Yeah, Caruso, good for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Now here's Joe, guarded by Trent. From downtown, Joe misses. Milwaukee leading by 10. Takes a 3. And the basket by Trent. Trent's got 8 here in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
There's a screen, and here's Caruso outside. Rebounded by Trent. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from 3-point range tonight. Connaughton passes to Kuzma, inside. Stolen by Caruso, and he's all alone. The finish! And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Trent outside. Out to Portis. Lets the three fly. Joe grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 11. Portis with the steal. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Here's Caruso. Outside Joe. Beyond the arc. Gets the three ball to go. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Trent from long range. The shot no good. The Thunder have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Williams passes to Caruso. Williams a screen on Trent. Caruso misses. Milwaukee leading by 10. Kuzma left side. Portis outside. Spins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
Pass to Williams. Deflects the pass. Outside Joe. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And here's Caruso outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Sims. Still no points. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Milwaukee leading by 14. Trent, the pass to Portis. Drives to the hoop. Here's Sims. Trent outside. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Joe, the pass to Wiggins. 35 seconds left in the third. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Sims. Lets it go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Go. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at the Bucks. Pat Connaughton is out there with Gary Trent. Then it's Bobby Portis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Joe. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks leading by 12. Trent from long range hits the three-pointer. Trent's got 11 points here in the second half.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Fires for 3. They get it back. Here's Sims. The layup off target. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wiggins from long range. It's hauled in by Connaughton. The Bucks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Trent for 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Bucks lead by 18.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And they get it back. Sims, the pass to Trent. Portis outside. Back to Trent. 6 to shoot. Here's Sims. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside, Williams. Can they get it? The Thunder with another miss. Milwaukee leading by 20. Here's Trent. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I think it's what every youth coach says, at least sometimes. Follow your shot. And that's why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
Wiggins passes to Joe. Fires in the triple.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Nifty move. Pass to Trent. Puts up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder trail by 19. It's Wiggins on the wing. Back to Joe. This one for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Sims has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A line change here for Oklahoma City.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Lillard. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 13-3 run. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Damian Lillard.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Tipped. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Lillard. Pass to Dort. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 16-6 run. Shot is up. Lillard can't get that one to fall. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
His 5th personal foul. 13 foul.
Free throw good. Lillard.
Damian Lillard. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Lillard. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Dort to screen on Jackson. Oh, misses the dunk. And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson.
One to the NBA. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Nick Richards out there with Durant, and it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. We know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Dort against Beal. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Phoenix with the ball. Here's Booker. Down low, Durant. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And here is Williams following the three from Kevin Durant. 5 to shoot. Williams. And Devin Booker pulls it down. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night. Booker is always on the attack. That's nice.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here is Durant. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant, good.
3 points.
Oh boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
2 minutes.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Durant. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daignault. David, what did he say?
During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. No one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Williams. Hasn't made one yet. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
No good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 4. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
From deep three-point territory, Dort grabs the miss.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13. And here's Booker. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant. And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Oh, KD parries the 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Hartenstein finds Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D8, the versatility. That is pretty special. Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And nothing is falling for him right now. Suns leading by 10. The 3 from KD. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. That 3 off the mark.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Great open look there. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Williams against O'Neal. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns leading by 9. Now Booker to the paint. Shakes him. He shoots again. Outside for Beal. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
The wide open look for Durant. Again, Durant missing. Picked off in midair. Richards passes to Durant. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. KD's got 27.
Boy, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
Dort against Beal. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game. Booker looking around. Inside. Using his length inside. Durant.
Boy, Kevin Durant, near impossible to guard in the pick and roll. In that instance, the quick cut off the screen, so pretty.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And that one's on target from the wing. He's got 20.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Outside Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so we conclude the first half. Suns lead by 14. And now we'll see. Thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bull out there with Dunn. Then there's Allen. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Jones in a two-guard. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's Wallace. Lays it up off the glass. Wallace has got his first basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Caruso against Dunn. The three. Caruso, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Bull. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Bull's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Back to Wallace. Clock at 6. And here is Caruso. Dunn covering. Pulls up on the wing. That one, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Allen surveying the D to the middle. Here's Bull. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Wallace dishes to Wiggins. A 3. Good on the triple. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Allen outside. Screen by Bull. Allen passes to Bull. Count the basket. Bull's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that leap lead pass.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul.
Mason Plumlee.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:58 left in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Caruso. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And how about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in the play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Suns leading by 17. There's the triple. Hits the three-point bomb. Allen's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
It's deflected. Done against Caruso. Puts up a 3. They get it again.
Thunder foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes the first. And the Suns here with a different look. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Bol. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Bradley Beal's checked in for Tyus Jones. And it's Booker in for Grayson Allen. Wallace the pass to Joe. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Plays it up and banks it in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Fires for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Puts up a deep 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix taking a 19-point lead. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Thunder trailing by 19. Isaiah Joe is out there with Wallace. Then it's Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. That one goes. Count it. Caruso's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Booker with it to the inside and stolen by Wiggins. Now here's Caruso for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards got 6 rebounds now in the game. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Pass to KD. From the arc. And no good that time. Oklahoma City shooting here about 46% for the game. Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. A wide open look here for Caruso. No good on the triple.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
The 3 from KD. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams a screen on Beal. Wallace. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Launches it. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3.
3 points.
Durant's got 34.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
They set the pick. Back to Joe. For the 3. Good D by Booker. Phoenix leading by 20. Fires the three. And it's Durant missing. The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Woo-hoo, that was an explosive move by Devin Booker. Decks it and finishes.
Pass to Caruso. Driving to the basket.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Phoenix leading by 20. Pass to KD. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Wallace with a screen on O'Neal. Wallace finds Caruso. Joe with it. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Booker outside. Traps in the tray.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
For three, Williams, and it's sent back by O'Neal. O'Neal on the wing. Off target with his three.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Drills it from outside. 23 seconds left in the game. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Here's Booker. So it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is...
you live on... Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal in the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Here's Booker, rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Bucks.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We discussed Bradley Beal. The focus for them on the defensive end, coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Booker. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
That one falls. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Booker for 3. Connects from downtown.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez for 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Now here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Booker, following the score by Milwaukee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Lillard against Booker. Pass to Prince. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
For 3, Booker. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 6. The 3 from Prince. They get it back. Jackson. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
The floater. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Suns trail by 7. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Durant's got 9. Here's Jackson. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Yeah, great to see Lillard work hard on this end and then be rewarded for his efforts on offense.
Booker surveying the floor. Screen by Durant. Shot clock at 6. Jackson against Booker. No good with the triple. Milwaukee leading by 6. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard converting inside.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Booker against Jackson. Outside Durant. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Lillard against Durant. Beal, the pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Screen by Durant. Inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Lopez. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Durant. They need this. Oh, KD striding in for the finish.
Durant too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
Lillard can't get it to go. Suns trail by 10. The 3 is up. The kick to Durant for 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
The Bucks, another fast break opportunity here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Knocked away. Richards with it. He's picked up by Lillard. Durant looking around. A minute 6 left in the first half. Off target from outside. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as many as 14. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Durant against Antetokounmpo. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, the length of Giannis is tough to deal with. He uses it to perfection to come up with steals.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Jackson against Booker. Screen by Durant. What a throwdown from KD.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Now Lopez. Got it up. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the three. Way to...
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Bull out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's done in at the 3. Trent's shot is off.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Allen on the wing, guarded by Trent. Offensive rebound. Bold. Can't connect from short range.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Portis with a screen on Jones. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Suns trail by 8. Pass to Dunn. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Dunn's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Trent from long range. And another miss by Milwaukee.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Allen against Trent. Allen attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Trent against Allen. Trent, the pass to Portis. Trent outside. And And no good. The dry spell continues. Suns trail by 3. Jones from outside. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Bull.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And the basket by Trent.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. For the tie. Oh, no good. The Bucks leading by 3. On the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
What is going on right now?
So it's Phoenix now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Bull, a screen on Trent. Allen, the pass to Bull. The shake. And finished off by Bull.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Trent. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Bucks lead by 3. And it's Allen with the ball for Phoenix. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. That evens the score. Allen's got 7 points here in the quarter.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done. But now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Allen against Trent. There's the drive. Tipped. They recover it. That one's good. Sims. 1:07 left in the third. Here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-6 run. Bull, screen on Trent. Allen, the pass to Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Kuzma up top. Trent on the wing. Out to Portis. Plumlee pulls down the board. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Trent against Allen. Bull, screen on Trent. Shot clock at 6. Allen finds Bull. They now take the lead. Bull's got 8.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Trent against Allen. Trent, the pass to Connaughton. Here's Sims. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Tie game in Milwaukee. And coming up is... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Bucks shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard, a sweet little runner.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Left side O'Neal. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Lillard drains the outside shot.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First team foul.
quarter still young, just over a minute played. Antetokounmpo against Durant. Richards with a screen. 6 to shoot. Durant, the pass to Richards. Durant inside. Antetokounmpo's there. And again, it's Kevin Durant. Durant's got 24 points. Now here's Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Booker. Here's Lillard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the 3 ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
Suns trail by 3. Durant with a screen on Jackson. Booker against Jackson. Booker can't get it to go. For Milwaukee, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Jackson down low. Booker defending. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Here's Lillard into the lane. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 6 assists in the game. And so Durant will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 4. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Bucks leading by 4. Lillard deciding where to go with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Booker. The 3, here's Lillard. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
And here's Booker. Here's Durant. Goes back up. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he lobs it up. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Here's Jackson. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Durant. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Durant's got 26.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Jackson, the pass to Lillard. 1:02 left in the 4th. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Booker. Launches a 3. Offensive board. Richards. 3-pointer. Booker can't get it to go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just to...
Oh, wow!
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Outside Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Prince. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson,
we've got David. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And Dort gets it to go. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Lillard. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The tray. The rebound by Prince. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. Kick out to Giannis from deep. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I like whenever Lopez challenges the D at that size. I mean, they're going to have to foul him in the process.
No good on the second free throw. Hey, Brett, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
The shot's good from Lopez.
How do you counter Lopez perimeter shooting? He's confident out there from such a deep range.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Prince misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today, from about 16, and he can't bank that one in. Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Down low, and to Antetokounmpo. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Williams looking over the floor, puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Drills the 3-pointer. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
Good soft hands there from Lopez, efficient in the catch-and-shoot motion.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yeah, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done. Try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 6. Lopez with the steal. Lillard surveying the D. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
4 on the shot clock. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Milwaukee leading by 9. From deep, Prince. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 8. And we'll be back in... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Dort. There's the 3. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
From deep, Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And again, the Bucks miss. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Out to the wing. Hartenstein finds Holmgren. A shot by Williams, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Lillard. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. The wide open look here for Lopez, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of pass.
The alley-oop, and it's sent back by Prince. Kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Right now, Lopez in great rhythm, and he's just going to continue to take what comes his way.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he recovers it. Here's Dort. Traps in the tray. Dort's got 9.
And with that three ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Milwaukee.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Shoots the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lillard, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis rips it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Williams kicks to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Dort. Back to Williams. With 2 seconds left, and the layup is good. He has 5.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Williams. Mason Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Mitchell, a screen on Trent. Wallace finds Mitchell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one drops. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Thunder trailing by 6. Mitchell with it, picked up by Kuzma. Mitchell passes to Wallace. He's all alone.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me. But confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself. Wallace kicks to Williams. Back to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell in the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Milwaukee ball.
Milwaukee leading by 8. Trent outside. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Portis against Williams. Pass to Wallace. Back to Williams. Trent against Wallace. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's the Bucks on the break. Throws it up high. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like it when he finds the open man, and so do they.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 10. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Mitchell wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trent with the wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Trent's got himself going there. His first points of the game with the deep ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They could use a bucket. Here's Mitchell out to Wallace. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to Sims. Here's Connaughton. They grab their own miss. Thunder trailing by 12. Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Mitchell. Out to Wallace. Fires from deep. It's tipped. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Here's Sims to the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Kuz loves those inside shots, and he's working hard to find them.
On the wing, Wallace. Caruso against Connaughton. Caruso, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
Bucks leading by 15. Portis the screen. And the wide open shot from Connaughton. Connects from three-point range. Connaughton's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Wallace. 2 points. That one goes.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Trent against Mitchell. From past the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's picked off. Fast break, Milwaukee. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Inside, here's Sims, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Milwaukee, riding high with a 23-point lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Gary Trent is out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Sims in at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. He gets that one. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Mitchell. He takes it in. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Trent. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Now, here's Mitchell. Back to Wallace. Pass to Mitchell. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. On the clock. Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. Bucks leading by 21. Trent with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Trent passes to Portis. Jacks up a 3. Trent can't hit. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Caruso kicks to Williams. Mitchell outside. Trent against Wallace. Got it. Good job in the low post. For Milwaukee, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0-for-4 so far. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Sims, and he goes in for the dunk.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Connaughton passes to Trent. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell finds Williams. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here is Trent outside. Great positioning on the putback.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ball is with the ball. And it's Trent picking him up. Mitchell with it. Williams up on top. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. A different look for Oklahoma City. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Prince. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Thunder shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Fires top of the key. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Williams.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Lillard. Pass to Jackson. Fires from way outside. Got a piece of it. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And here is Williams. Holmgren with it, covered by Giannis. 3-pointer. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's good. Here's Lillard. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game, much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry.